But we're back.
We are back. Okay, so and Fiorenza hasn't abandoned you yet. I guess the question I pose to you is, do you have any questions for this guy? This
Well, do we
large
speak a language
warrior?
in common with him? If he's one of the locals, he probably only speaks Berlafine.
He does only speak Berlafine. Fiorenza speaks Berlafine as well. The way I wanted to rule it was any kind of diplomatic or negotiation roles would be capped by her mind die, which is
Also,
a D6.
another way to do it is to have her do the negotiations, and we can only assist her.
That's true. That's fair too. I feel like it's more interesting if she's just like a middleman translator, but it would make sense if you just tell her to like, hey, do your best. Then yeah, you guys could roll with
have
assistance.
us at D4s because we don't speak the language, and then she assists us at a D8 or D12, depending on whether she's a team player or not. But in any event, it looks like they've tangled with the goblins, and that is something that Harman has interest in. Did you want to ask him if he knows where the goblins are?
Yeah.
Well, so
Okay.
Fee, can you relate that? Tell them that we're here hunting the goblins and tell them to give up where they are. He might not do that because he might not want the goblins.
Yeah, so she's going to approach and greet him, speaking their language. He seems to understand, even if at time to time he shoots her a questioning look or asks her to clarify something. But she will, you see her gesturing to the totem that he wears on his side. And when she turns back to you, she will say that, yes, they have been hunting the goblins. Apparently, they have been pushing into the Phelan territory, the territory of this particular Fianna's tribe, which is known as the Gaelach tribe. Apparently, they have been raided many times, and his band is currently patrolling this region of the forest, trying to track down their nest, essentially.
That's good. Exactly what I'm looking for. Also kind of disappointing, now that I think about it. I mean, if this guy took out Marigna, and Connor took out this guy, and I took out Connor that one time. The transient properties of badassdom.
Well, so he did not take out a Marigna. This goblin foot that he has is one of the lesser goblins. They come in two flavors,
The
right?
rabbit's foot he dipped in mud.
Yeah. Yep.
They come in two basic flavors: the badass goblin and the nightmare goblin.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking for the nightmare goblin.
There may be other flavors we don't know about. Those are the common ones.
Yes, Marigna. They're like gremlins. Whatever they were around when you put them in water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, well, we're here to hunt he's after the big goblin, so.
Yeah, so if he has a lead for the nest, lead us to it and we'll take care of it for you and let you live, I say to the woman, so that she can then try and tell that guy that.
All right.
Well, you have to be careful. I mean, there are thin places around here. We might wander into another, magical realm.
I'm not concerned.
Okay.
If you find yourself in a wild that seems not of this world, backtrack. I'll keep going forwards. You backtrack.
It's already filled with like weird twisted trees, dense thickets, and otherworldly noises. How would I know?
I guess when you start seeing creatures that aren't of this world, I don't know.
Like,
here's what you do.
In Marigna.
Make every footstep heavy, right? So that way, you can look down and behind and put your feet back in your own tracks and walk exactly the way you did, just back out again.
That is some You just
Magical
know that
thinking.
logic wouldn't work.
And when you
Yeah, it's a
fly,
magical
punch the
thinking. I
air
like
really
it.
hard so you can
I
see
know
the
you
birds
say
like that.
you just know that wouldn't work. At the same time, that might be exactly the thing that would work.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Who's to say?
Plenty of magic stuff is always, that's fucking stupid. And that's always,
And yet,
that's what worked.
that's what did it. Don't think too hard. Okay,
What's that? You
well,
said his own name to him and he disappeared?
and he disappeared. What? Yeah. All right. So, Fiorenza is conveying your message. You get the sense that she's softening it a little bit, but she'll turn back to you. And actually, let's have her roll here. Why not? Right? 2d6. You guys.
What's his current position?
I would say at this point, you guys, there's enough distance between the two of you. Let's say like near range, right? 4 paces.
No. I mean, what's he doing? Is he like on the ground on his ass? Is he tied up? What's his current position?
He's still, unless you guys wanted to move in and tie him up, he's still upright. His hands are not bound or anything. He's not carrying any weapons, but he did try to attack. I think it was Connor with his claws.
All right.
so.
As she's saying this, and as the thoughts are going through his head that you're having to make a roll for, and apparently Connor's helping with, I also tossed the 2 bounet d'état at his feet, whatever you call them.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
mark those off. Accept
Yeah,
it or
okay,
not,
cool.
I've thrown them at the ground.
I like it. Yeah. Like he sees these, he looks at them, he kind of looks up at you. He knows what they are, though. It really underscores the point that you're trying to get home here, which is that you're willing to pay him for this information. All right, but let's have this roll. So I'm gonna roll 2d6, and I guess Connor, are you gonna try to? Well, Harmon's actions probably did it too.
Yeah.
So we'll just add a d8 to that roll as well.
And
See
I
how it goes.
just rolled my negotiation to assist, and I got a 6 and a 1.
Okay, all right. So we'll do 2d6, 2d8. We'll see how this goes. Wow. Okay, so that is a success. So he begins to speak in a deep baritone Berlafine, and your guide says, well, he has introduced himself. They call him Moon Singer, and he wants to reiterate that you are all trespassers on this land. By the laws of the Phalon, you could be enslaved or killed for being here. However, he is impressed at your martial prowess. And he says that he would consider showing you to the location of the goblin of the Morigna, but that it would cost you more than these 2. He points to the silver earrings on the ground.
Tell the woman to convey to him that is he saying that his life is not worth enough?
She gives you kind of a sheepish smile. She says, "I left that part out. I
Well,
don't
maybe
think it is
include
wise
that
to
part now.
antagonize."
Well, it's not antagonizing him if he's seen already that he is not going to be able to win this day.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'll do what I can. And at this point, she kind of she bows very low. She tries to make herself look very small at the implication that this guy is not ready or capable to go toe to toe with this thing. And you can see his fur kind of stand on end as she says what she's going to say. He looks visibly angry, but he considers it. And
I mean, if it
he'll
looks
say,
like he's about to do anything hasty, I've already started wiping the blood of his friends off of my blade.
yeah. Okay, she comes back. She says, he says that he will show you on the condition that the body of the beast returns with him to the Phalon village afterwards.
They just want the body. You don't want the body, do you,
Connor,
Arlen?
negotiate. I need you to negotiate, Connor. Well,
Connor?
I might want parts of the body.
We want at least the beak. Come on.
Well, no, I was thinking more like a feathered cloak or something of Merigno feathers.
Mm-hmm.
You want the whole thing or just a feather? You can't wear a cloak of feathers. First of all, you need someone to actually taxiderm it.
Yeah, that's
Second
what I'm saying. I would need that stuff, which means the body might be required.
Well, first of all, ew.
Ew, what? We wear leather armor. Where do you think that shit comes from?
Not from people.
Well, Merigno aren't people either. We all have considered them monsters from the moment we brought them up in conversation.
That's a fair point.
I'm sorry, are you rethinking your racial bias at this point?
Seriously, even though your armor can turn blows, not only would you have to get someone willing to work with such a hide, if things are even possible, it would quickly become destroyed when you are in the battle, when you're in battle fray. Perhaps just a feather or two, like the pinion, if you must have a grizzly trophy.
Really destroying the cool look I was going for, but okay, fine, whatever. I can't think of anything else from a Merigno that I would want, so...
the sword.
What about that badass sword?
Yeah, but that's not part of his body. He doesn't have the sword grafted to his arm.
Okay. You want to raise that as part of the negotiation?
Oh,
or just
no,
leave it unsaid?
You're negotiating that you want the sword.
Well, I don't have to negotiate that. All he said was, I want the body. Body's not the sword.
So, let them have the body. Just take a feather off of it and be done with it. I'm sure a feather or two will fall off of it during the battle. You realize, of course, that if you let them take the body, then you won't be able to accept the Merigno's surrender, because it might actually surrender the blade to you rather than lose its life.
I mean, in that case, that still doesn't break our negotiation. He says, I want the body. Well, that's contingent on me killing it. If it surrenders, he can have the body. I mean,
that's fine. I mean, I think the worst you would do is piss off some tribe that we're never going to meet again. And already prove that we can kick their ass.
I mean, yeah. He doesn't have the strongest of negotiation points.
Yeah,
his only worth is, I know where to go.
Yeah, so agree to his demand, and let's get on with it.
That's what I just said.
Okay. All right. Fiorenza conveys this, and he nods. He pantomimes like closing your mouth, basically, remaining quiet, and he will gesture you to follow. And he's going to lead you eastward further into the dark woods. And the woods do get darker, even though it is still midday. The air gets thicker. The woodland noises become stranger. The insects get larger and more bitey.
And then we were eaten by spiders.
And then a large spider.
It's a follow back to the previous question. Was how would I know? It's like, well, I think when the sun disappears from the sky in the middle of the day.
There you go.
That's either cloud cover or you're in another world.
Yeah. All right. So yes, you descend and it is still light out, but you can tell that the darkness of night could not be more than an hour or two away as you approach, as this Moonsinger finally stops. He has rejoined his remaining hunters who have stayed with him. They've patched up their wounds as best as they could, but there only counts 4 of them at this point in the forest. And you realize that even though they may be skilled trackers, this is a fairly paltry force. Fiorenza will speak with him and say that from here it is not far. 5 minutes walk due east from here, you'll come to a valley, a gulch. It kind of leads into a swampland. And in the center of that swampland, there is a shack that has been set up. And this is where they believe a Morigna resides. He is the commander of the goblin raids. They've found traces of their activity all around here, and he says he also imagines that it will be well populated. If you want to turn back and abandon this mission, this is going to be your last opportunity.
I don't suppose that we need to talk to them anymore.
No,
So I
not
guess this is the
especially.
point where I tell the guide that if she wishes to run, this is the time.
Yeah, Fiorenza looks quite conflicted and very scared, and she's doing the mental math in her head, but she nods. She says, I will tell tales of you, and on the off chance that you survive, I would very much like to hear what you saw today. But
Well, I'll tell you
yes,
what.
is there...
When I come back, I would like to hear these tales you were telling about me.
Perfect. Now, she's got one more thing to say. She's like, is there anyone that you want me to send a message to? Assuming you don't make it.
Yeah. In Harmono, there is a lady named Colette. Send her my love if I do not return. You know what? Send her my love anyway. Who knows? Even if I do return, it'd be a nice thing to come back to.
There you go. Okay. She'll nod sharply and take her leave, disappearing into the underbrush of this strange forest, back towards Harrowgate.
I guess I look
Okay.
back at everybody. I say, same applies to y'all as well.
Oh, I already wrote it down.
What? You wrote what down?
To send Colette your love.
Oh, no. I mean, do that too. That'd be fine. I meant to retreat if you do not wish to enter this fight.
Your last
Oh.
will.
Yeah, I have my escape route ready.
Potter, Louis, you wait here.
I have to watch.
Okay. Potter and Louis will not be joining us for this fight. Probably wise. Here's what I want to do. What do I want to do? First, I want to change the background. There we go. A little moodier.
Oh, you
I'd
moving
like-
things forward and back?
Yeah. I just
I
have
realized
them
that. I was like,
moving.
that's nice.
Yeah, it's it works. I can also let you guys know where I get my maps. If you like these backgrounds, I'm a collector of Patreon background artists, so I can hook you up.
See, my thing is that I collect objects. So I have
Yeah.
a lot of blank canvases and like 700 individual pieces. I have
Perfect.
so many trees and rocks and rock piles.
Yeah. I really wanted to do that too, but I find that it's just a little bit more than I can process in the thick of things. But ideally, that would be great if you could just be like, "Hey, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna like create a whole battlescape right now."
Oh yeah,
Maybe
I
one
mainly
day.
got it because I made villages. I made a ton of villages and they came with village packs.
Nice.
So
Cool. Okay. Well, so here's what we're gonna do. I'd like you guys to move your tokens down out of the center, kind of down maybe into the left-hand corner of the map. I'm going to draw a circle.
a
Let's
stick
see.
figure of what I think a Marikna looks like.
Exactly. It just takes up the whole map. Let's see. Alt click. There we go. All right. So there's sort of a moat of swamp. And then there's kind of an island within that moat. We're going to put this.
I hate to say it,
Circle.
but I'm getting lost vibes now. Giant red circle around a cabin in the middle of the woods. Sometimes it changes
Yeah.
locations.
Right. There you go. So yeah. So within this area here, this is swamp. So it will be, difficult terrain. There's a tiny island, and you can see a shack that looks like it has been made out of large, flat stones much larger than you would imagine any average person could lift or move. They're
Clarification.
covered in moss. Yes.
The swamp area.
Yeah.
Is it waist-high water?
Yeah, let's say that.
Which
Waist-high
means
water.
it's swimming. Technically, your fighting dice
Gotcha.
are reduced down to your highest swimming die.
Cool. Okay, so yes, within this zone, limited
Cool.
by swimming dice. There's not a lot of room up here on this island, but yeah, you'll be able to get some footing on here.
Well, you said it's a cabin, right? Or a shack.
Yeah, it's kind of like a shack. It's sort of like a lean-to made out of craggy rocks, but they've been purposefully relocated, put into a.
Where
yeah.
does the incline begin?
The incline up to the.
Well, if this down
island, you
here
mean?
is the waist-high swamp, then I'm assuming that the cabin or the shack isn't built in waist-high water.
No, so this circular area is an island rising up out
Oh,
of the
okay. I
swamp
thought
water.
that was the shack itself. So the shack is somewhere,
Yeah, I can.
something
Shack
like that.
probably
Then
takes up like this. Oh yeah, you got it.
got it.
Cool. Okay. All right. You do have this wolf and his followers
So we can no longer talk to.
that you can no longer talk to. But you know what? They are going to point up into the trees that surround this swamp area. And he'll make like a gesture that you could interpret as Theon, the small Morigna, the small goblins, nest around here. So he says, like, keep an eye on the sky as you make your approach.
I feel I'd be talking to them in Zongese just to really confuse.
That's right.
So you have 8, 12, so 20. When one run action. Oh, I zoomed in out. One run action, I could be up on the island.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I'll put myself reeling just in case it does start a fight somehow.
Can you run through waist-high water, though?
Well, I assume
you
it's
need to make a
difficult
swimming roll?
terrain. I would assume difficult terrain. Which
Okay.
Yeah, so
Which
it
I would
probably
just
be
double
half.
my movement, which my run is 38.
Mhm.
It was 8 to get to the edge of the swamp, 6 to cross it, which doubles to 12, which is 20, and it's negligible whatever it is up here. So I still had 18 left in my run, so I'm good.
Nice. Okay. So as you are crossing in to the water, you can see that a shape that you maybe mistook at a distance for another like standing stone of some kind moves. It's actually the enormous black feathered bulk of something that is it's a giant. I'm going to say it's even a little bit taller than you.
Sure.
And as you are wading through this swamp, it hears you and it cocks a head your way. It definitely has bird-like mannerisms, but the muscly clawed arms of a wolf, and it lets out a screech as you approach. And
And in true RPG fashion, the battle music starts.
dun 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 dun. I'm trying to grab. Right. Okay. Cool. So you can hear the beating of large wings, trees around you as you wade through. As this screech pierces the sky, we have. There we go. Creatures that are not nearly so large as the Morigna in front of you, but certainly look similar. They're wielding javelins and they are flapping their way through the dark canopy around you. And yeah, it sounds like you guys are starting the fight here. Harmon has closed the distance. What does everybody else want to do? Why don't you guys roll for initiative as well? And I will figure out what these guys roll for initiative.
Should I roll? Or am I just as I am?
I think you're just as you are. I mean, I guess if you
obviously
had,
I would have been ready. And since I
yeah,
ran and went reeling, I don't think I could have been focused. So I think I'm just ready and reeling.
yeah,
I'm in
I
a
think you've
weird
got your weapons
place.
out.
And obviously Haijo is reeling because the battle music literally started.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I rolled that wrong. It should have been 1d10 and 1d6. I'm going to roll for each of them. So we'll say, take the first one. That guy is focused. That guy is clueless. That guy is also clueless. And we'll say this guy is ready. So these guys need to ready up. Okay. And it looks like Connor.
Connor failed, so not ready, but also not reeling because he didn't watch.
Right. And Anushka looks like she. Yeah, looks like she's
Yeah, I
got
actually have
focus.
one success. So
Well, I guess versus at this range is probably you want 5s or better,
I
right? To
got
get one
11.
success.
So
Yeah, so that's right. I was thinking you had 2 successes with the 4, but
Yeah.
nah. Okay, cool. So Harmon charges into battle to the war flute of his follower, and makes it through the swamp to this towering beast. What are the rest of you going to do?
Right.
focus. I'm not here to die.
Hmm.
Guarding and running. Got a run of 18.
Oh, okay. Now, I might not have made it clear, but these guys are in the sky. They are flying. They're flapping down. So
Can
there's
this
still
one
a
be
couple.
reached from the tree?
Is this one what? Can you reach from? Oh, by climbing up the tree?
Yes.
Yes. If you climbed up the tree, you could.
He is a raccoon, after all.
Is a raccoon? I guess could that be part of your run action? You'd be sent reeling either way, right?
I think so. I know
Raph,
I
you
let
need-
climbing be part of other movements.
Let's
Yeah.
see, fast climber.
I know that you could do it without it being a stunt, but I don't know if you can do it as part of another move with fast climber.
I know that's part of parkour. That's the only thing that's making me question.
Ah,
Because you
okay.
need fast climber to get parkour, and parkour is the thing that lets you run up walls and everything.
Right,
Climbing
yeah,
is
that
an
might be-
action, not a stunt.
Okay.
Fortunately, it doesn't say it's part of it.
Yeah, the inclusion of parkour as I mean, I don't know exactly what the gift says, but it sounds like that would be perfect for this situation. So I think that Connor, you probably could get to the base of the tree, but not up the tree.
Okay.
And I don't know, did we lose Raph? Or he's focusing. So that's it for your guys' turn. It's my turn. All right. Here we go. It's what we've been waiting for.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't be guarded. I would have to have drawn weapons.
Right. Okay. So Harmon, you've come up to this beast. It wasn't prepared to be attacked in its own domain, so its first action will be to grab the ridiculously large and heavy sword at its side. And I think its next action is going to be to guard. All right. And these guys are going to swarm. So first, this guy is going to lose his focus to guard. He has a fly dash of 5. So that's 6 could put him down here. And I think he's going to take a sprint, which is a d10. Wow. He rolled another 1. Great. So that's 2 more paces.
Does that count their weather sense and all that stuff?
Oh, does sprinting in the air include weather sense?
I think most flying stuff includes their weather sense.
If you're using the write-ups that's in the book, that's already been calculated.
Okay.
It should
Yeah.
list their fly speed already with the weather sense.
It just
That's
seems
why
so.
you're flying with huge.
It just seems so small. That's why I was wondering if the weather sense was being.
That's because they're not maxed out like I am.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, this guy moved in. This dude is going to have to ready his weapon, which he does. These guys are also wielding javelins. Javelins are the weapon of choice in this woods. And then he's going to roll his sprint, because I couldn't roll another 1.
That's why they call it Javelin Woods.
Hey. That's why they call it the Javelin Woods. Oh, that's right. And these guys are going to drift at the end of their turn, too. So that's something I should probably keep in mind. 8. And he's not going to add anything to his movement there. He's just going to fly in. This dude, similarly, will have him... We're just going to have him dash, actually, because I don't want him to overshoot as well. So that's going to be 5, 6. And this guy is going to be the only one who actually does anything. He's going to fly down to Connor. Actually, no, he's going to stay in the air. He can fly. Who cares? So he's going to stay in the air. He's going to aim, and he's going to chuck a javelin down at you, Connor.
All right, let's dodge it.
Okay. So short range, I'm going to say you can take your short range, the short range penalty, in your case, a bonus of a d8.
Yeah, you both have bonus d8s.
Yep, because he's reeling. So I'll be rolling a d10 and 3d8 and a d12 for aiming. Wow, high 6. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that was terrible. All right. So you dodge as this javelin thuds into the ground. I'm going to give him some mark to tell me that he no longer has his javelin. Do that. Okay, and that was my action. I think it's back to you guys.
I can't look. Focus.
I guess Connor is away from the keyboard at the moment because the thing went up. So I will. Well, Haiju is going to recover from reeling and then continue the music, so she goes reeling again. No change.
No change.
I recover from reeling. And I attack.
All right. He's going to counterattack. Time to tally. He does have counter tactics, which means he's including his tactics dice as well. So that's a bonus d12.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
I
So it
only
starts
want
with
you at your
3d12.
best.
Yikes. It starts with 3d12. It becomes 4d12 for the counter tactics, 5d12 for the veteran counter. Here we go.
Whoa.
There's the 12.
Simultaneous hit.
Simultaneous hit.
So you tell me your damage first. We'll handle that.
Yeah. So this thing is damage plus 2 slaying. So that would be 4?
2, so 5, wouldn't it?
No, it's take the successes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
double
so
the
double-
successes, which is... Oh, yeah, you're right, 4. Sorry. You said plus 2. For some reason, you said plus 2. My brain said plus 3.
So it's a
Gotcha.
4-point hit on you.
Yep.
Alright. I soak it and go reeling. Now you're taking a 3-point hit.
Okay. This guy's soaking with his ridiculous 3d12, a d8, and a d4 armor plus natural. Right? 3d12.
Well, not plus
Yeah,
natural. I'm assuming it is your natural.
That is.
Wow, you're
I
rolling
mean,
like me.
Yeah, right. And this is if I'm rolling so bad today. If you ever had a chance of beating this guy, this is it. He
Well,
also
I
gets
always had a
D4.
chance.
Well,
So you are
I don't know
reeling,
why you're
hurt, and
rolling all
afraid.
those dice.
Okay, time to bust out some stuff. I think we're gonna
Okay, so
start
you
with.
took a 3-point hit. You soaked exactly one of it, so you'd be hurt and afraid.
Well, hold on
Uh,
now.
Oh, sorry. No, you sucked 2. I didn't see the 4 there. So you are just reeling and hurt.
Yeah, except we're also gonna tap our first toughness. First of
No,
many toughnesses.
well,
Just to
I'd
get
say
rid of a
that.
hurt.
This is just hurt,
I know. Well, okay.
and you're a diehard.
Oh, that's true. So there's a reason I want to be hurt. Okay, then.
Yeah, back
Then
him
yeah,
up,
we'll
Raph.
just
Back
take
him
it.
up, Raph. I want the best fight ever.
Yeah, I mean, this is the
Okay.
most badass monster in the game, so I want people to see how badass it is.
Yeah.
Whew.
Let's say, give me the
Yeah.
best fight ever. I want you to give him all the suggestions you can.
Well, have his
Yeah.
minions come in and I mean, you didn't challenge him to single combat, so his minions should
Well,
also.
actually, I can also sweep now.
No, you were sent
These
reeling.
guys were in the-
Oh, right. Simultaneous
Yeah.
hit. Sorry.
Yeah.
You brought up the minions because my first thought was, okay, I'll attack a minion and then I'll sweep into the big guy. And then I forgot that I already went real.
Yeah. So the minions would probably have at him.
Yeah, so here's the other thing, because these guys are flying. So what I'm gonna do is for each.
Sorry, real quick question.
Yeah. Mhm.
Does a simultaneous hit refresh my frenzy from that gift that does it? Hold on, let me bring up the name of the gift again.
It doesn't work that way in this game.
I have my character sheet is so fucking long. I have the Rage Within.
Okay. Remind me, what does that do?
I have to bring it back up because apparently, right now it's the one where if I fail, trigger lose an attack versus defense contest. Whenever you
didn't
lose an
lose.
attack versus defense contest, immediately refresh your frenzy gift.
You didn't lose.
I didn't
You
know if
tied.
simultaneous hit counted as a loss or not.
Ties are not losing. Ties are like kissing your sister.
Acceptable
What?
in the South.
You didn't lose. You tied.
You understand? I'm asking you a question, Raph. Don't be so accusatory.
I'm trying to say, yeah, that would get triggered if you lost, but you didn't lost. You tied.
Right. That's what I was asking.
Okay.
Right.
All right. That gave me time to say that. So these guys are in the air. I'm giving them the angel token, and the number is the number of paces in the air they are. That's going to change on their turn. Then they move in to swarm you. But I also need to do a quick thing and look up my gift that lets me negate reeling.
Relentless.
Relentless.
Tap it and you're no longer reeling.
Cool. Although I might. Well, yeah. Why not?
Just wait until you don't want to be reeling. Just have the henchman go in there.
Yeah.
You already acted this turn, right? Because you attacked.
No, I attacked.
This was your turn. That was he countered.
Oh, it's your
so-
turn? Oh, well, let the minions go in there and see what happens.
Yeah.
If the
Okay.
minions go in there and kill him,
no,
we're done.
Connor hasn't gone yet.
All right. Then
That's right.
Run up the tree. Well, not technically run. It would be a
Scamper.
sprint or a dash, right? Which one?
Yeah. Well,
You're just climbing
I
as an
suppose.
action, so it's whatever movement action you're using.
No, I'll recover from reeling and then do a sprinting climb. And suck.
and suck at it. Hey, welcome to the club.
Well, I still have
occurs
to roll
to
climbing to get up there. So, yeah, I didn't fail. I just went slow. And the dice here is body, improved strength, and species for climbing.
Okay. Well, I'll give you the success. I'll say that you find excellent purchase on this tree.
All right, so I'm like, I think one pace up and another pace for the extra strider movement, if that qualifies in the sprint. And so, almost there.
Almost getting there. Okay. Back to my monsters. So, let's do this. This dude is... You guys are basically... I think they're just going to swarm Harmon. I think this guy is going to move in. They're still in the air, but we're going to drop them down to 1 pace. We'll do the... Oh, but that's right, because they drift. But they drift at the end of the turn, right?
They drift to the end of their action. Yep.
If you're flying and you're facing somebody, you would drift into them and go reeling, right?
Technically, yes, which is why you don't want to do that.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
So if they're attacking me and then they're facing me and they're also still flying.
Yeah, I'm about
they
to, like...
are they flying fighters? I don't know if
They are, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they probably would land and just butcher him.
Okay, let's say they land, because that makes a lot more sense than
As
them.
much as I would love to just have 3 reeling guys around me because they just bounced off my chest, I do want what they would do to be. I want the fight not to be comedic. I want the fight to be epic.
Yeah. And I want to roll more d12s than anyone has ever rolled before, so we're going to fly in and guard with these guys.
Pack
All right, so
tactics.
what you do is land and guard, the last guy attacks with the bonus 2d12.
Yeah. Well, the last guy is our Marigna. So wouldn't he want to attack with 3d12? Or more attacks are better? What do you think?
That's your call. You could have them land, guard. Then the Marigna taps Relentless to become unreeling, aims, and swings.
For maximum d12age.
That's what, like 8d12?
You want to end this because this guy tied last time. That would spook you.
Or is that 11d12? How many d12s is that?
That's at least 4.
We didn't come with enough d12s today.
And also you'd want to take advantage of the fact that your opponent can't counterattack. Harmon, you can counterattack because you have blind fighting.
Yep. I also have counter tactics.
Right.
Yeah.
Which lets you throw your own tactics back in the die right back at him. So bring it. Let's see it.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, sorry. This is with his big sword. Where's the big sword? Big sword. 3d12. That's 6d12 for these other guys.
There's a chance that we might simultaneously hit again.
How much tactics dice do you have?
I have 3.
You have 3d12 tactics?
No, I
not
have
d12.
I have a d10, d8, d12 tactics.
Oh wow, okay.
6.
Now I gotta be a 12, otherwise you can get in.
Looking at my sheet, I have a
7,
d12
D12.
from my career, a d8 from my species, and
you're
4 marks of tactics.
You're a jobber and you maxed out your career. It makes sense. Well, the boss has to roll 12s or he's not getting in.
Yeah, jeez. I am rolling 7 of them. Odds are in my favor.
Show us how it works.
Is it 7?
And
Also, don't forget your d8. I mean,
D8.
never mind. You can't
He's
hit.
got a bonus 4d12 and he's got a native 3d12.
Right. I just thought it was going to be more than that for some reason. Oh, you aimed,
I will roll
right?
the d8 for tactics as well. So we'll start with that.
Did you also... Well, d8 doesn't matter because you have to get over... you have to get 12s.
Fair point.
But did you also include your aim in that?
That's your native 3d12 plus 3d12 from your buddies pack tactics plus a d12 from veteran is 7d12.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure it's the maximum d12 so you can roll.
Yeah. Well, here we go.
Nope.
That does not get in.
Wow.
So I've dealt you
Would you
4
like
damage.
to tap your gift of luck?
Yeah, I think so. Or you know what?
Make
I do have
Connor reroll
replay.
that 12 of his 2 more times.
Hold on. I have replay destiny. Oh yeah, I can make him roll.
Replay
his
for
thing.
destiny?
Or I could do replay for Destiny and make everyone reroll. I don't remember.
All right, everybody reroll. Harmon,
Everybody
reroll.
reroll.
You reroll.
Well, let's just see which one he's going with. He's gonna make me reroll, or are you gonna reroll everything?
Replay is you both reroll.
No, I'm saying he's
Yeah,
still
I'm
deciding
trying to
on luck or
decide.
replay.
I mean, you
No,
still
they-
have that
both of you
11
were-
as well, so I will use replay for Destiny. We both reroll.
All right.
So
Let
replay
me
it.
go first, so that separates out the dice.
Yeah.
Let's see, threatened. Which my tactics? Yes. No strength. Not aiming. All right, still got 12 in there.
Another friggin' 12.
And then you
okay.
roll.
The D8 and. Wow. Okay.
You want to
Well,
attack
I
luck
guess it
now?
stays. Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay, now tap your luck.
Now tap the luck and ask.
Now
you
tap
to
the luck.
reroll the 12.
Connor,
Okay.
sorry, not Connor. Harmon, reroll that D12 on melee combat.
Just the
Two more
D12?
Just
yeah,
the
the-
D12. You
two
get
more
to roll it
times?
twice.
Yeah.
And then I choose which one you take.
Hey, could you pick the
Guess I'll
12,
take
please?
the 10.
Okay, I don't know what's going on here. You can't. He's just rolling that good. All right.
He's
well, the
just
good
rolling
news
that
is
good.
the good news is you'll pick the 10. I thought you could at least get 2 hits on him, but you can't. But that means that his highest is 10 and your highest is 11. So you hit him. He takes a 4-point hit. Soak a 4-point hit.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, your luck's not holding out.
Well,
Damage on the
unfortunately,
board.
though, that does trigger the Rage Within, so I can tap Frenzy to get rid of the ensuing Afraid.
But that's still 3 points to get in, right?
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
still hurt and injured. I just gonna tap
right,
the Frenzy
first
to
blood.
get rid of Afraid.
He hits you, and that is a sickening crunch. And it's the goblins mob him. I'm not sure I can look at this.
I know. I'm going to also use my rapid guard to throw my guard up. I have all these gifts. I plan to use them. So he's
Yep,
guarding.
rapid guard, because it didn't kill him. And it'll made him mad.
Okay. I think that's it for
no
me.
one makes me
Oh,
bleed
wait.
my own blood. Nobody.
I've got this guy down here who's in the sky and fighting Connor.
I regret
he
never
used
buying
his-
Vengeful Fighter.
Javelin. I think he's gonna take the change altitude thing. So he's going to get down close enough to you to take a swipe at you with his claws, Connor.
All right.
Actually, no, with his beak, because you can't retreat. You're on a tree. So
Right. So you'll attack with the beak because that's impaling.
And I can still
Connor,
counter.
yep, you either counter or dodge.
I'll counter this one.
All right.
Okay.
Are you in a tree?
he is
Yes.
climbing a tree.
Okay. Well,
say you're
so if
in
you're
on
climbing
a
a tree,
branch.
all of your combat dice are capped at your highest climbing die.
Oh boy. Okay.
Do you
He's
have
only rolling
climbing as a
D8s,
skill?
so
I have D4 in climbing.
Then all of your combat skills are capped at D4.
D4s versus
see
D8s.
What I have to roll here.
This is the exact reason why I didn't want to fight in a waist-high swamp. I knew
Yeah.
I got no swing dice. I was not playing that game.
Yeah, they would murder you. I mean, that's the places that otters fight.
That's why I ran. I immediately ran before anything could happen. I gotta get up there on that hill.
Yeah, it's almost as if many of the critters in Ironclaw fight in better circumstances. It's like the wolves rule the forests and the horses rule the plain.
Mm.
Yeah, and the Tyrannosaurus Rexes clone themselves.
Well, life finds a way.
Oh, you forgot to skip in the middle. Life,
Okay.
life finds a way.
All right. So
uh,
hopefully my soak isn't limited. How much
Yeah.
damage am I soaking?
Can't imagine. So because you can't retreat, this becomes
he can
it's
retreat.
impaling?
He just chooses to fall out of the tree.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess
I'll
you
do
want
that.
to fall. You're gonna fall out of the tree. Okay,
Yeah, I
then.
want to
So
get it down anyway.
So
it's
first
three. Okay.
you get beak. So how much? That was a 2-point hit from the beak. What's the bonus for a beak?
+1, so it's 3.
All right, so
Total.
take a 3-point hit.
Oh,
Damn.
This wasn't
Not
our
your
turn,
turn.
Connor. This wasn't our turn.
So Connor soaks none of that and is reeling, hurt, afraid, and injured. Okay. Then Connor hits the ground, which I believe, if you're only one story up, I believe is only a 2-point hit. But you guys are gonna make me look this up.
Yes.
Connor, do you have acrobat?
No.
Oh,
So if it
I have
was a
jumping
2-point,
back as a raccoon.
if it was a 2-point hit, you're also hurt and injured, which turns it into a 4-point hit, and you're risking
4-point hit.
dying.
yeah, I know. So I'm
Connor's
looking this
gonna
up.
fall out of this tree and
And
die.
doesn't falling damage, regardless of armor?
Falling damage is penetrating. It
Penetrating?
ignores
Oh,
armor.
Yeah, I forgot the word for a second.
That makes sense.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. GM.
Yeah.
How many stories up were you when you fell?
So he was 2 paces. I think
Okay,
he
roll 2d6.
2
Do
paces.
it fast.
Yeah. I roll 3d6. Sorry.
You roll 2d6. Roll it so fast. Okay, it's a 2-point fall, +1 because hurt, +1 because injured. So you will take falling damage. You can soak it. Roll your soak. And go ahead. Basically, roll your soak. No armor.
Oh, isn't that the 7 that you just rolled, Connor?
That was my
Speed
78.
Yeah.
and jumping. You also get to roll your
Ooh,
speed
you
and your
get jumping.
jumping because
Oh, okay.
you were alive and ready when you fell off.
So I soak 2 of it.
Nice.
Okay, so you took 2 of it. You already were hurt, afraid, and injured. You fall on your
change.
butt. So you also are
Oof.
knocked down.
Right.
And we're done.
Knocked down.
Would have been a
Broken?
horrible end to Connor's story. Fell out of a tree, died.
Out of a
He
tree.
could
A
have
raccoon who
conceivably been
died.
killed because when the beak hit him. Also, remember, he wasn't incapacitated by the beak. So if the beak had actually incapacitated him, this would have sucked.
I know, I'm just thinking of Anushka's story later. Harmon fought and died on a hill. Connor fell out of a tree.
Okay.